that prison that you're in, that place of struggle that you're in, that area of defeat that you're in, you are not meant to stay there. Listen, Daniel distinguished himself above the administrators and satraps because he had an extraordinary spirit. The enemy is trying to block you. He's trying to keep you locked up, trying to keep you fearful, defeated, all of these things in this prison because he knows that you have a great spirit. He knows more about you than you know about you. And that's what they did not like about Daniel. He was a man that had no corruption, completely trustworthy, and he was getting ready to rise above. And that's what you're getting ready to do as you're walking on this journey with the Lord. The enemy is always going to try to find ways to keep you down, defeated, feeling worthless, feeling like you have no strength or no purpose in life. But you're not meant to stay there. And although they did what they did, locking Daniel up in that lion's den, they thought that they were doing something. They thought that they were going to shake his spirit. They thought that they were going to take away what God has for them. But you know what Daniel did? Even though they had all these plans to make him feel trapped and defeated and lock him up, this is what Daniel did. Daniel, 3 times a day, he got down on his knees and prayed and gave thanks to his God, just as he's done before. Like, we're in these times of struggle. We feel worried, depressed, and the enemy wants us to feel this way. Like, he puts us in these areas. And what we have to remember to do is just pray to the Lord. Like, that is our weapon. That is where we get our strength from. And we can learn that from Daniel today. He knew what these kings and these people were trying to do to him. And they couldn't stand the fact that he was praying to God to help him in this situation. So after they threw him in the den, this is what they said. They said, "May your God, whom you continuously serve, rescue you." They set him up for something great. They thought that they were going to lock him away, take all this authority away from him, take away what God has given to him. They thought that locking him up in this den, it was going to do something. And that's what the enemy does, using the same old schemes, the same old lies, the same old things that he puts in your mind all the time. He thinks he's going to lock you up and trap you there, and that you're not going to rise above to be the person that God created you to be, that you aren't going to be that extraordinary spirit that he has put inside of you. The best thing about the spirit inside of you, the Holy Spirit, is he's always going to defeat the enemy. As long as you don't allow the enemy to defeat you, the Holy Spirit is going to do everything that you need to do. You just need to sit back and watch and pray. And pray. So after doing all this, they thought that what they were doing, locking him up, the lions were going to get rid of him. And the enemy thinks that he's going to get rid of you, locking you up in this fear and this worry and this defeat and this confusion. He thinks that if he can do enough of that, you're never going to break free and be the person that you're meant to be. But being a living witness, actively a living witness, to know that you will be released. I was released and you will be too. We are not meant to be stuck where we are. We are meant to be victorious people, to rise above. So after they did this to him, the king comes up to the cave. And he says to him, when he reached the den, he cried out in anguish to Daniel. "Daniel, servant of the living God," the king said, "has your God, whom you continuously serve, been able to rescue you from the lions?" Like, the enemy is like, it's a thrill to him that he's able to keep you in this. Don't allow him to keep you there. Go and pray to the active living God. Let him know what you're going through. He already knows anyways, but stand and give your petitions and thanks in this time. Give your gratitude, thanking the Lord as you sit there, like Daniel sat there. Pray, ask what you can learn from the situation. I bet you Daniel learned the very number one thing, that he has a good God and he knows that he's going to deliver him. Then Daniel spoke with the king. "May the king live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lion's mouth, and they haven't harmed me, for I was found innocent before him." You will not be harmed. You're there right now. The enemy thinks that he has everything over you, that you won't rise above and be this person that God created you to be. But God is going to do a different thing in your life. He has his angels already watching over you. You will rise above and be exactly who God created you to be. Daniel was released from that den. The king then gave the command, and those men who were maliciously accusing Daniel were brought and thrown into the lion's den. There, their children and their wives. They had not reached the bottom of the den before the lions overpowered them and crushed all their bones. God will overpower that enemy if you allow him to come in and move in your life and give you clarity, strength, power, love. If you allow him to come in and do that in your life, your enemy will be defeated too. You are not meant to stay where you are stuck right now. The enemy thinks that he's going to do that in your life, but don't allow him. You get down and you pray and you ask for God's guidance, his strength, and ask him, Lord, I want to rise above this enemy. I don't want to stay stuck right here. I don't want the enemy to think that I won't be victorious and that my spirit won't thrive. Talk to God about it. Daniel did. And he says, what does he say right here? May the king live forever. May the king live forever. He had no doubt, no fear, even in his den. He believed, he prayed, and he knew that God was going to deliver him from this situation. And that's all you need to do today too. Pray, believe, put your trust and hope in God. The enemy feels like he has you right now, but he doesn't. You can do anything through Christ who strengthens you, and he's going to strengthen you just like he did Daniel. Daniel had no worries. We don't need to have any worries. The enemy is already defeated. He sees that you are great. Now it's time to start seeing that you're great, putting your hope in the Lord. You're going to rise above, and you're going to be that extraordinary spirit like Daniel, who God created you to be. May peace be with you.